It was a very exciting morning in my world. I get up very early, about 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. So I got up this morning and for some reason looked out the window. And right when I looked out the window, I see a car coming down the road and it's got its lights off. I'm like, what is happening here? Also, my neighborhood's on a loop off of a main road where there's nothing but residential, so there's no stores or it's not even a throughway, it's just a loop. It's only my neighborhood. So if you pull into my neighborhood, you pretty much live there or, you know, you're doing something else. So I see this car driving with its lights off. I'm like, okay, let's just see what happens here. So I keep my eyes on my car. My car was street parked, and I went downstairs and then I looked outside and I see a flicker of a light, like somebody's using a lighter to illuminate the situation inside of my car. Now, I've worked with some kids in the past who have had some trouble with the law, and so I know that car hopping is a pretty common way for some criminals to make money. They just go find an open car, hop into it, hope that there's change or valuables that they can steal and pawn, and then go, you know, take care of whatever troublesome habits that they have. So I knew exactly what was happening. There was somebody who was trying to steal from me in my car, so I got on 911 right away. The dispatcher kept me on the line. I explained what was going on. I didn't turn on any lights because I didn't want to tip them off, because if they saw some lights come on, they'd probably just leave the neighborhood. Then it'd be tough to find them. I didn't have a license plate because I didn't want to alert them to my presence. So I'm on with the dispatcher. They finish with my car and they continue to cruise my neighborhood. I kept my eyeballs on them, and a couple minutes later they pull out of my direct sight and go back into my neighborhood, not out onto Horsetooth, the main road here, to take off to go somewhere else. Pull back into my neighborhood, and 2 minutes later the cops come and they went right behind him. It wasn't in my line of sight. I couldn't see what was happening, but I was like, cops probably got him. A minute after that, cop shows up in my door, asks to look at my car, you know, to see if anything happened, and I went into my car, and it was rifled through. There really weren't any valuables. Well, there were some valuables. They were too stupid to find them, but there weren't any valuables that they found that I was worried about. They rifled my glove box and looked for cash and that kind of stuff. But it was interesting how the dispatcher kept me on the phone. We communicated back and forth, and just how fast the police arrived on the scene. I mean, it was just amazing. They were probably there within 5 minutes. They corralled the guys. They caught them, so they're going to, you know, face whatever they have to face. But, man, it was an exciting morning. But it makes me extremely thankful for the first responders, the dispatchers, the systems that we have in place where if I see some trouble, I call, and they are just on the scene. They were there in no time at all. So I want to thank all the first responders, the policemen, the firefighters, the EMTs that do such a great job for us, because it makes my heart feel really, really happy to know that you're there for us. So thank you. We appreciate it.